Hello, and welcome to volume 304. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. It's Monday morning. I was actually just getting ready to walk out the door. I've got some errands I got to take care of this morning, then I have a doctor's appointment. And then I realized my first errand that I need to go to, they don't open till noon. Time to re-up my shooting range membership, and they will not open until noon this afternoon. So I thought, you know what? Let me get a video on here real quick. It's been a little bit since I've done one. I have been busy, and it's been a good thing. I've been trying to get as many things accomplished as I can. I had a wonderful week with my granddaughter Harlo. She came, let's see, a week ago Friday. Came down and spent a week with me, and we had a great time. Went out hunting for, see if I can get this right, Funko Pop, and not Funky Pops as I was calling them, but Funko Pop. And I'll put a picture here. So those are the little things we were hunting. They're figures, I guess you would call them, with large heads, small bodies. I had seen them around, had no idea what they were. I'm not that cool, and I'm out of that culture. But we had a blast. We went to probably 3 or 4 Game Stops. We hit quite a few targets. We went to Hot Topic. We went to, oh man, 4 other stores that I could not remember the names to save my life. Had a great time cruising around the mall, but oh my gosh, what a difference. I was trying to explain to my granddaughter, and of course, it makes you feel old because you're that guy. You know, back in my day, it was the Westminster Mall. And back when I was my granddaughter's age, that place was hopping. It was still relatively new, and malls were still the thing. You know, that's where you went shopping. You park in the parking lot, head into the mall, spend the entire day walking around in there. They had a food court you could eat if you needed to, pretzels everywhere you went, you know, ice cream, that kind of stuff. Plus every store that you could possibly need. Same thing with what was originally the Huntington Center. I would go over there. It was a much smaller version, but they had Miller's Outpost, and I enjoyed shopping at Miller's Outpost. That's where I would get my 501s and later my Angel Flights. Yes, I'm not ashamed to say I wore Angel Flights. And interesting because I grew up religious. My parents were Jehovah's Witnesses, and so I, by default, was a Jehovah's Witness, and we had dressed differently than everybody else. And so Angel Flights were considered borderline no-no. If you wore them too tight, definite no-no. So I would, and I was working at this time, so I was able to pay for my own clothing. So I would buy the JCPenney plain pocket version of the Angel Flights, and I would buy those in a respectable size. And I can't believe I did this. Well, my parents are both gone now, so I can talk about it. I would wear those out of the house when I would go somewhere, so that you know, they were modest is the word I'm looking for. They were modest. Then meet up at a buddy's house, and we would all change our clothes, and we would put on Angel Flights that were probably, I don't know, at least a size too small. And same thing with our jeans. I think at the time, Whaler Bells were in. We wore the captain's pants, or sailor pants, I guess you call them. They had all the buttons up the front. Wow, stroll down memory lane. But so anyways, you know, walking around the mall, and now it's like a ghost town. And it's sad, you know, because you can recognize some of the storefronts, like C's. You can tell it's a C's because of the color and the window and that kind of thing. Nothing in there. So I don't know how much longer that mall is going to hang on. I think Target and Macy's are probably the only thing keeping the Westminster Mall afloat. And if they pull out, I don't know what will happen to it. But we had a great time, covered some ground, and then went to lunch. One of the places that we went to look, it was one of the Game Stops right up the street. There was a sushi place, and my granddaughter loves sushi. So she's like, "Grandpa, can we go get sushi?" Just as she said it, we were driving past a place that I've never been before, and it was called Boy, I'll have to put it in here, rockin' sushi or something like that. And they had a buy one get one half off on selected rolls. So we went in, had a wonderful time. The wait staff was amazing. Just a great time. We got some edamame, had some miso, we got some gyoza. Let's see, Harlo, the first trip there, because we ended up going twice. She got the same thing both times. She got a tempura California roll, and I got the what did I get? The honey walnut roll, which had it had shrimp, crab, tuna, avocado, cucumber. Oh my God, it was delicious. And like I said, we went twice. So the last day that she was here, we went ahead and had lunch there again. And it was just as enjoyable. So thanks very much to the people there. We had a wonderful time. And they had one of those robot servers. I'll put a picture of it in here. And it was just the cutest little thing. It had a digital face on it, and it looked like a kitty. So, and then as it walked by, it would talk to you in this, high-pitched, cute little kitty voice. So had a wonderful time. We did some cooking together. She taught me how to make dumplings. Just fantastic. Had a wonderful trip. The week just flew by. And then let's see, we had to I bought my daughter a used car. She needed transportation, and so it was throwing a code, and I needed to drop it off at the repair place. So that was on Friday, and they needed it longer than a day. So I rented her a car, and they went back home, but they'll be back down next Friday, and hopefully her car will be done by then. I would imagine it should be. Yeah, so it's been crazy. Went and saw my pulmonary doctor, and I screwed up. I had a blood test scheduled before I went to see him for allergies. And I have never had one of those before. So I did it like I normally would. You do your blood test, and a couple days later, you get the results. Excuse me. And I guess with allergies, that's not the case. They need longer to run all the different tests. So I didn't get the results for the allergies, but he was happy with the x-rays. My exhale test, I don't know if you ever had to do that. You have a tube and you breathe in a couple times, and then you blow into it, and you blow as hard as you can for as long as you can. For me, I found it was really difficult to do because it's a big tube. So it's not like pursing your lips and blowing that way. Your mouth is open this big around, and you have to blow out. So he said that was not as high as it has been in the past. But he also said too, that could be from the weight gain, because I have put on, probably 10 pounds in the last month. And I'll get to why in just a second. Wow. I have my jacket and my hat on because I was actually getting ready to take off. So it's getting warm in here. But he put me on Flonase and some other kind of nasal wash. And then when my results get back for the allergies, he'll let me know what's going on with that. But otherwise, he was jazzed. So I won't see my pulmonary doctor for another 6 months. I am scheduled today, I'm sorry to say, for a follow-up visit that I had a year ago with Dr. Rad. And this is the one where last year they wanted to do, or I was due for a colonoscopy, and they didn't want to do it because it was too close to the chemo. And when I had the radiation, I had damage to my rectum. And then during chemo, you guys remember what that was like, almost died. So they didn't want to take a chance on anything too invasive. So they sent me to Dr. Rad, and he did what would you call it? A lower check. He does a digital rectal exam, takes a cone, pops it up there and looks around. This is the doctor that I farted on. He told me when, he goes, no, a lot of people will pass gas when I'm doing this. Don't worry about it. It doesn't embarrass me. Didn't embarrass me. So we'll see how. I'm not looking forward to it today. And I am also scheduled for a colonoscopy. I'm going in May for a consultation, and then for a colonoscopy after that. So we shall see. So not looking forward to that visit this afternoon, but one of those things you got to do. But okay, so there was something else I was going to tell you. I can't remember what that was. When I was doing the gym, I was actually going pretty faithfully, and I had a trainer, so we were working out, and I was doing the battle ropes and the pulls and the stretches and Superman planks and all that kind of stuff. And I started to have a lot of pain in my left side, like my upper thigh, and it was bad during the day, but manageable. And I have my cane, so if I needed to, I was using my cane. But the weird part was when I would go to bed at night and I'd lay flat, the pain was just, I mean, it would wake me up instantly, and couldn't do anything to relieve it. I tried different positions. That didn't work. Plus I wore with a CPAP, so there's not a whole lot of moving around I can do. So I would just end up sitting on the edge of the bed, meditate for about 20 minutes, get it to calm down, and then go out and sleep on the recliner or stack up pillows in the bed. And so that's kind of what I've had to do for the last 3 weeks or so, last month, I guess. And so I do have a referral for a orthopedic surgeon. I had x-rays done by my oncologist. He looked at it and he goes, "Ooh," he goes, "you got a lot of arthritis in there and an impingement. So I might be getting a new hip. We'll see how that turns out." So yeah, lots going on. But on the flip side of it, I'm so happy to be alive, and I'm totally jazzed. And I cannot tell you how many compliments I'm getting on my hat. I love this hat. It's from a company called Brixton. And one of the guys that you've actually seen on the channel here before, Steve Demalski, his son, and I apologize if I'm getting this wrong, he either owns the company or runs the company. But at any rate, I was so jazzed with it because Steve had one on, and I complimented it on how much I liked it. So he got me one for Christmas, and that's this one. Well, I liked it so much that I went on the website and ordered 2 other ones. So I have a black one and a dark brown one as well. And I am so comfortable in this hat. I just love it. So thank you, Steve, and thank you, Steve's son, to Brixton, for the hat. I totally appreciate it. But it's amazing how many compliments I'm getting on it. And I'm bringing it back. I'm going to start wearing hats more often. And I have some other ones too that I wear. But I just happened to have this one on because I was leaving the house and I stopped for the video. So I have yacked long enough. It's Monday. I hope that you have a fantastic week. Looking up forward to Easter next weekend. I might even be going to church. I'm going to see. I haven't been to a church in I don't know how long, but something inside of me is saying, "Hey, let's go give it a shot." So I'll let you know how that goes. And I'm sure I'll talk to you before Easter. I'm going to do another video later in the week, mostly let you know how things go this afternoon. But please know that I love you all. And thank you for all the support on this channel. Thank you for everybody that comes here. Thank you for clicking like. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it really helps this channel. The more likes that get on here, the more the algorithm suggests this channel to other people. Makes it easier to find. I don't make any money off this channel. It's not monetized. It's just here to help other guys. And so if you wouldn't mind, give it a click, comment, share it, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But just know that I appreciate you being there. Just the fact that you watch this, the prayers that you send my way, the positive energy that you put out to the universe by thinking about me, the aloha, the shaka, everything you guys send my way. I appreciate all of it. And I send it right back to you as well. I love all of you. Let's raise our vibration. Let's love each other. I mean, really, what more is there? Okay. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. So let's just love each other and see if we can't fix it. All right. See you guys in the next video.